is my distinct pleasure, and with the authority of Yokawu and Atibera, Go and Pitipitons, the god and goddess of fertility, that I introduce Dr. Honourable Gale Rigobert to address us and to officially declare February as the month of restoring the pride.
On June 30th, 2004, in Suzhou, China, the Pitons Management Area (PMA) was inscribed on the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Our small nation was bestowed the glory and esteem of international recognition and acclaim. Indeed, the eyes of the world have been fixed on this small isle before. We have, on occasions, basked in the limelight of global recognition, whether it is through the achievements of our sports personalities like Darren Sammy and Laverne Spencer, the prestigious award as world-leading honeymoon destination for a record 11 years, and of course, the special honor of boasting our twin peaks of excellence in our two Nobel laureates, Sir Arthur Lewis and Honourable Derek Walcott. All of these achievements, along with the PMA World Heritage status, was celebrated and embraced by our nation in a consensual expression of appreciation and love. The attainment of World Heritage status, although welcomed, came with special and peculiar responsibilities, that of managing and maintaining the integrity of a site recognized for its outstanding universal value for and on behalf of humanity. This would be a responsibility to be upheld in perpetuity. Indeed, the accolade and acclaim of World Heritage status carried with it special management responsibilities as set out under the World Heritage Convention. St. Lucia became a signatory to the World Heritage Convention on 14th October 1991. The St. Lucia World Heritage Committee was established 6 years later in furtherance of Cabinet Conclusion number 1931 of 19th December 1996. We must salute the outstanding and selfless work undertaken by the committed team of individuals who over a period of 6 years contributed to the nomination dossier which successfully secured World Heritage inscription for the PMA in 2004. The Pitons Management Area from the onset was faced with onerous challenges. These challenges, when taken in context of a small island developing state, made the task of managing such a site a steady uphill climb. The availability of financial resources, which would inevitably be required to execute the required programs and activities for effective management of the site, remain a significant drawback. As a small island developing state, the existence of the PMA, comprising 2,909 hectares, just short of 5% of our total landmass, presented its own challenges in terms of the reality of competing interests for limited available lands. In a global context, the site was considered relatively small. It was not the typical conservation site with dedicated expanses of wilderness. The site, in terms of its makeup, has its own complexities. It should be understood that it is a multiple-use site with traditional uses and existing economic activities. So the site has always been faced with development challenges which require a delicate balance of managing and presenting complexities in a manner that upholds the integrity of World Heritage. In fact, the site was inscribed with full awareness of these realities. As a government and people, we must find a working medium to pursue this unenviable task of safeguarding the integrity of the site while maximizing its full potential for the advancement of our people and country. This is a challenge which must be properly articulated and understood. We must make the case that our limitations as a small island developing state places on us certain pressures which are at times daunting. But make no mistake, we understand the precepts of sustainability. We are committed to upholding excellence. This is why we have signed onto conventions like the Kyoto Protocols and our recent ratification of the Escazú Agreement in December of 2020. The PMA has been faced with ongoing controversy over its more than 17 years in existence, much of it having to do with the dichotomy and delicate balance which we have highlighted above. In many ways, we must move to translate what for many is the abstract status of World Heritage into a language of comprehension to the wider public. We must express clear and equitable benefits and commit to active engagement with stakeholders. After 17 years, there is a need now for clear government policy with respect to the PMA and World Heritage. Our government has begun initial work towards shaping a policy which we hope to articulate in the very near future. The existence of such a policy may suggest the need for dedicated World Heritage legislation and regulations. The intention is to remain in active consultation with stakeholders and interested parties as we seek to formulate a pathway which reverts to the principles, management guidelines, and core values of the Pitons Charter. This effort will involve initiating and maintaining more active dialogue with the World Heritage Center and other international partners such as the IUCN and the Nature Conservancy. These agencies can, of course, assist in mobilizing necessary technical and financial resources to fulfill the task of sustainable management. Through the Restoring the Pride campaign, we are seeking to refocus the attention of the nation on the PMA and World Heritage. Through that focus, we can indeed rediscover ourselves as a people who can rise to the responsibility of a sustainable development approach. We envision a site in which there is equity, appreciation, pride, sustainability, and participation. The process of open engagement already underway through the PMA office will continue in the coming weeks and months as we seek to arrive at a collective commitment geared towards inculcating a new sense of pride, restoring the pride of the Pitons management area. Please join us during this month of activities as we refocus our commitment, rediscover ourselves as wise stewards, counseled by the traditions and way of life of our great-grandparents who passed these natural assets for optimal use and to the overall benefit of current and future generations. As we prepare to observe the 16th anniversary of the official inscription ceremony held on 14th February 2005 on Valentine's Day, we can no doubt evoke the infinity and love which capture our association with this part of us, which has become part of Universal Legacy of World Heritage. Let this be a month of reflection, a month of recommitment and resolve. Resolve to restore the pride of the PMA as a World Heritage Site. I thank you.